Hey, big up everybody. Greetings to you. Welcome back to the Hub Sports. And it is Admiral Drex and my buddy here, Tesh. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about what's happening today, what's been happening. You already know. United lost. Yeah, I'm gonna allow Tesh to do his thing. Because yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that United could lose that game the way we did yesterday. First half was pretty much okay, but yeah, Tesh, before we go further, Tesh, how are you doing? It's been a while.
I'm good,
Well,
and I'm good. Everyone, I think it's my first video. Oh no,
I
I think
believe.
it was. No, I think I was in the watch along initially. Probably that was when I got back this year. But no, but happy New Year, everyone. Hope everyone is doing great and fine. Hope your New Year started well. And again, welcome again to the HubSpot, and thank you, Stephanie. Thank you for being here. And our apologies, we joined quite late. Big up, Stephanie. Thank you. So today, I think everyone most likely know what we'll be talking about. Key takeaways. We'll be talking about the game between United and we'll be talking the game between United and
Brighton.
Brighton and the disaster class we actually had from that game. Honestly, for me though, it's I wasn't shocked, but it's because I think big up Manj. I wasn't shocked because most people called it out that this was going to happen. Even Bruno and Amaron, I think Amaron mentioned right, this game will be a, what they call it, a test. He says at Southampton it will be a test of actually a test after the Liverpool game to see the mentality of these players. I always said for Liverpool, it's always easy to actually come up in those big games, like you're coming up
Mm,
hard. And
mhm.
this one is working now. You're playing on a level field. Now it's like they find it difficult to motivate themselves. Because I bet you, if we play Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City every day, these players they will be up for it. But it looks like
Yeah.
there's something key with what I call the motivation and playing some Southampton. I should relax. No, it's like you should go there and kill the game in the first 30 minutes. But also wanting to understand what the team is actually transitioning to from a different system to a new system, which Amaran even mentioned that this team basically said it's a counter attacking team, which to me tells me that he understands the work he has actually to actually put in the team. So we'll then be talking about that. Lots of what they call rumors going on from Rashford actually wanting now to stay. I don't understand that, but probably we'll discuss. For me, though, I don't. If he stays, he plays well. I don't mind. If he goes again, I don't mind. Anthony today already gone, and once again, my
Yo,
mind says playing for the occasion FC. Go ahead, Rex.
bro,
Apologies. Go ahead.
bro, it feels like that. To be honest, it feels like we're playing for the occasion. It's an occasion FC kind of thing. I don't disagree with Matt at all, bro. Like, how do you 1 minute play like that against Liverpool side and everybody was and rightly so, right? Yeah, we played against Liverpool and we should have won that game, rightly so, bro. And we all, it's not like we played fluke, if you know what I mean, guys. We did not play fluke football. We played well. So I don't know. Are you telling me that the Brentford side, bro? Are you telling me that the Brentford side, the Brighton side, the players are better than our players? Is that what you're telling me?
Honestly, like if you're asking me if the Brentford players is better than our player, oh sorry, Brighton players are better, you know the answer. Most likely answer is
Yes.
is uh, uh,
Yeah,
is yes.
of course, because they beat us.
Us- Because it's yes. Because when you look at Brighton, has actually beaten us 3 times. So is it 3 times? 3 times now, I believe, if
Mhm.
no more. And basically, that shows you one thing: they are consistent in the beating. They're consistent in the beating, which tells you they're actually a better team than we are. And also, they
Mhm.
show grit. Look at Mitoma. Oh my God!
Mhm.
Like the way he runs back. Imagine if we having a Mitoma on this on the left hand side and Ahmad on the right hand side. Automatically,
Mhm.
we have a bit of a balance because as in the hustle, they play hard, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, better. But Welbeck is one I used to actually what I used to diss when he was at United. But look at Welbeck. He's playing with his heart. The whole team when they're playing with their hearts, like I feel like to be honest, I feel like some people will say it's not true, but I feel like we actually just survived Southampton. feel like we just survived Southampton, although we won 3-1. But when I look back at that game, right, if Onana, which was crazy on the Brighton game, if Onana didn't have saved us in the what they call Southampton game, which you have to admit though, we would have actually lost it.
For me, that Southampton game, I said Onana was my man of the match, right? But 1 week you become performing great, the next week. So it's what the season is all about right now, right? It's what the season is all about. Second, we didn't start so great. They got the goal. I feel like a lot of people have been crying about what should we call it now? That player supposed to be a red card, the foul on Zexi that led to the penalty supposed to be a red card and all of that, right? But I'm like, okay, does that take away the fact that we couldn't, in regular time, 11v11, we can't play, we can't even hold our own against a Brighton side? That they too have had their own. It's not like they've been excellent this season. They've not been excellent.
Yeah.
So it feels like anytime we are playing anybody that is not a Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, bro, we are bound to collect.
Like Manj is saying right now, Manj is saying occasion FC. That is it. Liverpool game. I remember the Arsenal game. I wasn't like these guys. They would rise up. Even honestly, I'll be honest, full flesh, no lie. I would say not 100%, 80% sure we were going to beat Arsenal. Even when we went to a 10-man down, I was telling my friends, I said we'll go to what they call extra time and we'll win on penalties. Because I felt the energy was there. It's like the energy was positive, the energy was in the direction that we're going to win, because the boys actually gave that energy that, well, you know what, we are going to win. So with the Southampton, Brighton again was a result I actually expected, but how we played bad, I'm actually shocked. Like we were terrible. And although I have to give the team one positive before I go mute Rex. They scored and we fought back. So I don't know where that fight went. We fought back. When they scored, man. I don't know, because we're like.
So what happened in the second half?
I don't know. Where did the fight? What was there? Was the team talk not good? Because I heard that there were disagreements at in the dressing room after the game. Were there a bit of that during what they call halftime team talk? Was there a bit of what they call disharmony? So it's like, to me, you know what? If we go on and on, right, we'll ramble and we'll get pissed. I think, I believe we have what we call a structure to actually go through, so at least we can maximize our time and be what we call efficient. So I'll allow you draft out what they call the plan.
Me, I am no. You could go ahead, because I'm tired of this. Because against Southampton, I was pissed, and some people were like, "Why is he pissed? It's just the first half." I'm like, what I'm seeing in the first half, if it happens in either half or with against a better side, they will take us down, bro. Brighton, first I was looking, I'm like 7 minutes goal. I'm like, what? This is the same thing Southampton almost did first 5 minutes or first 10 minutes. They almost scored, right? So, bro, the team, they should sell everybody. Honestly, they should set, in my opinion, set everybody. You know what I'm saying? Set everybody, because I am tired of this. We play well, like occasion FC, bro. It's not a United thing, bro. It's not us. Set every, like, I don't even know to keep. For the defense, right? For the first goal, I feel like, I know Maguire is a mainstay for now, right? He's solid in the back three. I kind of feel like, okay, if he had a little bit of pace, he would have been able to cut out the, what should we call it? He'd have been able to cut out that pass from Mitoma to Minte. He would have been able, right, to cut out that pass. But but that's a story for another day. The team did not just gel at all. I'm looking at it again. I think if Maguire was pacey a bit, he would have been able to. And I know he's only new also. What's his name? He's new also.
Sure.
Euro. But no, man, it's looking like it's giving me that. I don't know, but I can't say this now because people will come at me. It's looking like that Patrice Evra couple of games for United where he struggled a bit.
Yes. And bro, I think for Euro, right? For Euro, and for Euro, you actually understand. When honestly, these kids that what they call 20, 18, 19, for me, as in I don't blame them. They are put in a pressure environment where they are put, even the environment is already very toxic. To be fair, we only see the surface. We don't know what's happening behind. Imagine being the highest paid player and not being picked. One of the highest players not being picked in Rashford. So there are many things going on within that club, and these kids are coming in that to try and do their best. But the environment to me doesn't just. I don't think United, to be fair, I don't think it's what it's called. Like, have you been in those? You worked in like certain workplaces where it's like a toxic culture, like everyone is just pissed. But we just have to be here because we get paid, and we get paid well. We just follow it. So I think that's what's happening. These kids are actually struggling. They don't have like people. We say talk about Euro, talk about what they call Garnacho. I'm not his biggest fan, but one has to be fair. Garnacho, Kobe. When we look at them, right, we tend to what they call criticize them because we're looking for a result. But when you look at other teams, right, for example, when you see the likes of Musiala, Musiala can go. He can go in that Bayern Munich side when it was coming up, right, and he can play shit. But because you have big names around, right, that thing suppresses that. As in, if he plays bad, you don't really see it. Look at Vinicius Junior. Do you know how long that guy's been playing? Benzema, Ronaldo, Benzema. Then with Benzema, he has been playing, but then he has been what they call struggling. But now he's actually getting what they call. It's not the best right now in the world, right? So to me, these kids, I free them. Where I take my grievance, I won't lie to you, is Ineos. I feel Ten Hag should have I feel Ten Hag should have never been sacked, and even if Ten Hag was sacked, Ten Hag probably would be sacked at what they call at the weekend, but by the end of the season, but let him run the course, or you sack Ten Hag and you allow what they call his name, you allow Van Nistelrooy take over the course. To me, I think because I thought they had a plan with bringing Amaron, but there was no plan. Because basically you're saying, right, you have what they called a steel rod, and that probably is to bend it. You probably need to apply lots of heat to bend it to form to a shape where you want, and you tell Amaron bend it for me without without the heat being what they call without the support, right? So we're playing a 4-4-2 system, and now bringing a manager that plays a
3-4-2-1 system kind of.
Exactly. 3-4-2-1 system, right? Come in, and in the middle of a season where you know it basically relies on a high intensity, high work rate, brings him in the season and tell him to turn things around. If they think of even say want to sack the man, then seriously they are actually sick upstairs.
No, if we look at the game yesterday, right? I think because both goals came, in fact, all 3 goals came from the Euro side, which is the left sided center back, right? All 3 goals came from that side because nobody's actually trying to block the cross. No, Euro, the first goal, counter attack, we know what happened. Mitoma crossed it and it was okay, not Euro side. The second and the third goal, bro, from the Euro side, nobody's cutting out the cross. Onana, what are you doing? Ball is coming like this, bro. Come out and catch the ball and punch or do something. No. Third one, the ball that is supposed to be deletes ball. You decide to go stop it, swim on the floor to stop it, right? This team, as long as there is no, that's why I like what the manager said here, that we are the worst.
Yeah, sure.
I think I think Ten Hag actually said it. Ten Hag actually said it. I think Ten Hag has said something in that light that we are worse, one of the worst players team. Like this Manchester current squad, right? And everybody wants to let me bring it this way. Where did I go? Yeah, and everybody wants to be like, okay, but
in 10 games in Premier League we won 2. I know that. Imagine what is this for a fan of Manchester United.
And you see the smirk in his face, like
10 games we won 2.
We've won 2 in 10 games.
I know what we're listening again. 10 games we won 2, bro.
We've won
Imagine
2.
what is this for me. So we are getting a new coach that is losing more than the last coach. I have.
And man, and for now, I like him, right? Some coach who want to what they call it, like he's holding everyone accountable, including himself. Yes, including himself. He's holding everyone accountable.
What have I doing? What have I done? 10 games.
Imagine what is this for a fan of Manchester United.
What am I doing?
Imagine what is this for me. So we are getting a new coach that is losing more than the last coach. I have full knowledge of that. Like I said, I'm not going to change no matter what. And I know we can succeed, but we need to survive this moment because I'm not naive. And I know that we need to survive now. So we are being the worst team maybe in history of Manchester United. And I know that you want.
Bro, did you hear that? You said, and people were like, "Oh, he's calling out the players." No, I say, "We are
full knowledge."
Everybody,
of that.
including.
Like I said, I'm not going to change no matter what. And I know we can succeed, but we need to survive this moment because I'm not naive. And I know that we need to survive now. So we are being the worst team maybe in history of Manchester United. And I know that you want headlines, but I'm saying that because we have to acknowledge that and to change that. So here we go.
Bro, man says we are literally bro.
No, honestly, right? As in, because before United have been, I think the worst team actually relegated. If you look at our form, the same thing.
Relegation, bro. Relegation form.
Because if you look at it, Southampton is on relegation, and basically, God I beg. God say, which that kind of divine intervention with Ahmad. That's how.
So Tess, now I haven't seen us play against Southampton struggle, but we won. We played against Brighton now. We've lost 3-1. Like, I don't know. Right from Erik Ten Hag, it feels like we are one half. At one point for Erik Ten Hag, it was 20. Okay, let me even cast my mind back to Rangnick. We only played anything that required us to play pressure football. Like under Rangnick, we played it for 25 minutes only.
Live. Well, they try. They ask us to respect you based on name.
Ten Hag came. We couldn't even play it. The man push, and everybody was getting knocks here or there, right? Because the knocks now is looking like, okay, these guys, some of them are actually just feigning it. I would say it
because
now
the man is no. Even people who would want to knock once, people like, I won't play a beg. No knock.
But my thing now is, are we just a one half? Because against City, we came first half, second half. We even came from a goal down to win that game. Liverpool, they went 2-1 ahead. We got back. We could have won that game. So what is the test? Tell me, what is the difference between the Liverpool game that your position is more tactical, they tend to be more clinical, than a Southampton game, because I'm not going to run away from that one, although we won, and a Brighton game where we look like we didn't know what we were doing. One, Southampton in the first half, we didn't know. It feels like we didn't know what we were doing. Second half, we came. It took 12 minutes of madness or brilliance from Ahmad to get, because the first goal, Lock was on his side. The ball ricocheted back onto his path, and he hit it with the right foot. 1-1. Second goal, that was the best of the bunch. Good pass from Ericsson. Voila, the way he took it, 2-1. Are you there? You look like you feel like you're frozen. Then the last one was a gift, right? So now we go into this game. We couldn't even score from open play. We had to get a set piece.
So should I tell you my thoughts? Have you ever seen? Have you thought of this nice way you are going to fight? What they call it? You're going to fight someone. Fight someone. You know the person is stronger than you. Automatically, you have this what they call this underdog spirit in you. Like, man, come on, they will fight this person. As in, I have to be on my as in, you already know that you see that you lose it. So you're going, you're giving your full energy. But now you're going to fight someone that basically you believe that what they call you are stronger than. And you know what? You go there, you're stronger than them. You believe you're stronger than them. Right? And you go like, the person now showed a different side.
Yeah.
Papa, this person, I thought it was, this is coming at you, right? Automatically, right? You lose your what they call it, balance. If you don't react so fast, you are gone. Now, I'll take it in a different direction. In this, like I say, respect is earned, it's not given. I think Amaran said something. I'm not sure if Amaran or someone said, teams don't fear us.
No, they don't.
So they come and say, you know what? I'm coming to collect my own piece of the pie here, right? And then I think we are caught off guard because I don't think we don't go on the mindset to actually impose our presence, impose this is how we are playing. Basically, we go like, you know what? Either I believe they should fear us, but when things happen, everyone tends to be what we call it off guard. Because to me, it's like if you are motivated against a Liverpool, against an Arsenal, against a Man City, right, which is a bigger team, then why can't you take that motivation and say, you know what, I want to go here in 30 minutes and kill this game. I want to go and kill this game in 30 minutes. I want to impose my presence. I want to make sure that what they call it, the fans watching me know that this guy is small.
Okay, Tesh, I don't want us to go more than the 40 minutes mark we put here, right? So now, like I said, we have Fulham next week on Sunday. Also, we also have Rangers in the Europa League on Thursday. What do you think at the moment? Because now we're going to touch on the departure of quote unquote almost done final departure of on loan. Let me put it that way, of Anthony. Yeah, they go Anthony. And there's a possibility that Garnacho might go as well, and Rashford as well. That's 3 outgoings, bro. We are not even seeing many, but that's on before we finish the round of the show. But what do you think? Because Dalot and Mazraoui are not proper wing backs. I know people say play Ahmad in the 10 role, but bro, maybe it's just me. I believe Ahmad is suited for that right wing back position. Get another 10. Get a left-sided 10 because that could do a 10 that is creative, intelligent, just in the. It's a shame. I'm going to say this, just in the same mode like we are seeing Ahmad now. Someone even better than Ahmad in terms of how he approaches the game, how he reads the game, how he applies himself to the manager's plans and all of that, right? Because Dalot and Mazraoui, they're not really fullbacks. Several times this season, since the manager came, Dalot has been on the fullback position, left fullback, be it left or right, and he's seen the ball a lot, right? Let me say, in these 10 games that we have lost, if Dalot has influenced any game at all, it won't be more than 2 from that position.
I think his best game has been what we call Arsenal.
From that position, right? So for me, we need 2 wing backs. This manager system relies on wing back that are creative, that are let me not even use the word because exceptional might be going overboard, maybe spending the top dollars, right? That are intelligent.
Okay, so see, that's I agree with you. But the same people beat Arsenal. The same people beat almost beat Liverpool. Same people beat Man City. What is different?
Maybe it's the desire. Maybe it's the intensity. Maybe maybe the Brighton players, they have more intensity than we are. But that's the thing. We are playing at home, and the away team is wanting it more. The away team is looking more dangerous.
It's like no self-respect.
I don't know if I could. I saw the third goal, the one Onana fumbled, right? The cross came in. Euro could not even put a proper block. They couldn't even close the guy down. The ball was on the floor. I know, like I said, he's having an Evra kind of moment whenever I joined the football club, right? So we're just going to criticize him based on a new player that just come into the league, just trying to find his form. The other day he played the right side of this three center back. This game is playing the left side. So I'm going to cut him some slack. But you have to put some question mark there, like, yo, what are we doing? We don't cut up the cross. We lose the ball cheapishly. We gave a goal. The third goal killed the game, in my opinion, because that was like the 76th minute.
Yeah.
The third goal killed the game. Onana fumbling killed the game. For me, this summer, I don't think anything will happen in terms of incoming, except we actually sell Rashford and Garnacho. If we don't sell those guys, Anthony is just going on loan, and we're not replacing Anthony.
There's this Dugru.
Bro. The way I'm even looking at it now, I feel like United don't give Fabrizio and David Ornstein small thing. Just talk. Just to give this.
Are you serious? Why?
Bro, okay. If you know, I think they're allergic to the seagulls. But if you know these things, right? Every time before Ineos came, every time we had a defeat, and there's a window open or there's something, what does the Glazers do? They give you news. They give you news to quell the thing. They give you news to calm you down. Now we lost 1-3 to Brighton yesterday. Oh, today Anthony's move is almost done. There's a possibility of getting in a. So what happened all this while? What happened in the last 2 weeks? I know people will say, okay, they were waiting for Betis to move on that player that they wanted to move. I think there was a player the Betis had to sell to buy as well, right? To go on this loan deal. But come on, if you know, so the thing is it's making me feel like these guys are actually taking a leaf off the Glazers book, bro. They're actually taking a leaf.
It's not a leaf. I have a friend that works in works for United, and I have to validate this information. He says, right, the board, something about the board, like Glazers' children are there. As in not the Malcolm and the rest of their direct kids are in the board. He mentioned something like that. I have to probably get him one day on this show because he works.
That's like Malcolm's grandchildren.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, in the board, yes. Because he says he has seen them at the club, not one or two. Yes, he said they are part of the board. But probably I have to call him in, and we'll have to get him one day. Although he's an Arsenal fan, to come here, give us what they call some insight. Yeah.
So it's all crazy, bro. It's all crazy. At the moment, it feels like, bro, there's nothing. Losing 1-3. Because why I said that third goal killed the game, because if that mistake didn't happen, maybe they would have just said push for the 2-2 draw, something like that.
And despite it might give you that motivation, and you know what that is. You know, that last minute push that we pushed against what they call Southampton, Liverpool. Probably, right? But we shouldn't be having those kind of motivations in game. All you need to go score and win the game. Period. You don't need a motivation like last minute. What are you doing?
No, I don't. No, I don't think it was. I don't think this was the case, Stephanie. I don't think United didn't have in the first half. United had. Was it 2 shots on target?
There's a penalty for Dalot that should have been given a lock of sham. Lock of
penalty. Leave all those things. No. United in the second half, United were blunt. United were, when I mean blunt, bro, they were blunt, bro. Like this Chelsea putting Wolves to the sword. This is the same Wolves that gave us tough time. We couldn't even see draw.
I God though. I God, I better go.
We did not even see draw. Chelsea playing them off the park, bro. Like
because
we are
you know
just
why?
too easy.
Because it's like they look at Dalo, no threat.
No
But
threat,
Dalo no
yeah.
say for big match, you guys know. Look at Mazari.
Bro.
Imagine Mazari
No,
and Dalo are your threats.
Stephanie is right, bro. One shot on target.
Yes. One shot there. Yes, one shot. That was the penalty. Yes, we had one. Just one. Oh, I didn't say this. We had one.
Okay. I agree. We are officially bro.
Imagine, bro. Imagine what call it. Imagine your wing back, right? For example, right, being Mazari and Dalo, for example, and you see the wing back for what they call it for Brighton, Mitoma. What be the what's the other guy's name? Minte. The wingers. Imagine who your fear pass.
Hey, God have mercy.
You could see the stark difference. There was one, as in even the difference in what they call in being intentional, motivation, and what they call and drive. There was one ball that what they called Mitoma moved. Ahmad chase and down, collect the ball clean. Mitoma had to foul. Difference in what they call intensity. I just feel like the team, you just need extra motivation. And to me, you have to be your own motivation. You have to be your own motivation. You can't be motivating yourself only when, as in, we are 10 minutes to go. You know what? Motivation kick in. Or I'm playing Liverpool, I'm playing Man City, motivation kick in. No, we cannot do that. No, I think you're correct. You're correct. We had one shot. One shot. Man. And that was the what they called penalty. Although for me though, right? What's your take on Xerxes in that game?
Performance?
Yeah.
Xerxes still needs somebody there. He need a striker to play alongside with him. He was good. He was the shine. It was in fact the difference between us not losing to Southampton. I know Ahmad did all the magic, but Xerxes was more of the orchestrator, bro.
Yeah.
Xerxes was the one. He was organizing the show for Ahmad to do the streak, right? Against bro, we do not have wing backs. Jack actually could support. Dalo gets the ball. Have you noticed that every time we play, Dalo's the left-footed side, the left wing back is always free. Yes, every time we're on the attack, it's always free. They send the ball to him. They are looking at, it's Dalo, okay.
Because imagine if that's why again, that's for me. If your wing back is if your wing back is what they call is I don't know. I think Garnacho, Rush. I don't know, man.
Before we round up, what do you make about this whole Garnacho to Napoli, Garnacho to because I'm hearing that Napoli they look into, like earlier today. I read something earlier today if Conte actually called him and what's not. What do you think?
Honestly, for me, right, Garnacho to Napoli. I think again, Garnacho is 20 years old. Mm-hmm. Again, now we have to make this decision what they called wisely. We can say that again, I'm not saying Amaron should be sacked. I'm saying that. But we've looked at what they called how we made a mistake, how we made this a mistake, what they called with Ten Hag buying certain players where we spent bar here and there. If we're going to stay with Amaron for the long term, because Amaron has just 2 years, and next year is 1 year, and we're saying we're selling Garnacho because it doesn't fit his system, right? Honestly, we should probably we should reconsider How can what they call it? Are we able to give him 1 year to adapt to the system and sell him? Therefore, probably make a decision. Reason being that if we sell International today, and let's say Amaron goes tomorrow, a new coach comes and plays a 4-3-3. You now need what they call a winger.
Okay, tell me something. Do you think in your heart of hearts, right? Do you think Garnacho really wants to stay?
So I just see. So again, so let's come back again.
I think he's fed up. He's fed up.
No, so let's start. Coming to a season, does Garnacho wants to stay? The answer is yes. Yeah. So what's happened now that what they call there are several rumors, right, with him, what they call him wanting to go. I will cast our mind closely. Another thing you just said that Garnacho wants to stay is very key. Look at the goal Garnacho assisted Bruno. Look at that goal when he won that goal. Look at the goal in slow motion again. People mentioned Garnacho was fighting for that ball. Garnacho wasn't. That ball hit Garnacho. Garnacho gave up on the ball. So you are right. Probably saying he might not want to be here, right? Because why? There's too much pressure on him as a what they call 20-year-old. A lot of pressure from everywhere, press, manager, and everywhere. That's a big question. I have to ask United because we don't know when Mount is back. I'm not sure.
That one.
So if I have to go back to Garnacho, right? To me, we shouldn't be selling. If we say, okay, you know what, we don't care if Amaron lives in the next 2 years, right? Or probably if it doesn't work out, right? But we still want to sell Garnacho to bring someone in to what they call support Amaron, right? To basically get someone in for Amaron. And for me, they're fine. Because it's not looking like we have the money to actually do it without what they call selling. Hence, we have to make. But to me, selling Garnacho to fund that, to me, it's tough. It is tough. Like it to me, it doesn't just.
Do you think the fan base has contributed to this? Him wanting to leave.
I think the fan base as a whole sometimes we
we are on some cheap weed.
Because sometimes I think we have to what they call understand, right? I agree. Not every 20-year-old is already doing it. Drogba came to what they call Chelsea at 26 years old and picked probably as 28 where they're going to what they call 30. Not everybody. These are, you know me, I'm a biggest Garnacho critic, but still this guy's a 20-year-old young boy that I believe, right? This guy in 3 years, Garnacho is still a small boy. He's still a young man. In 3 years, Garnacho.
See this here. Okay, 20 years old, 8 cap for Argentina, 118 appearances for Man United, a Puskar Award, Copa America, League Cup, FA Cup. Yes, he's streaky. This is Paddy on X, right? He's streaky. Yes, he's inconsistent, but he's 20. He missed chances, yeah, but so does everyone. Yes. Look at his most goal involvement since the start of 2022-2023 for European top 5 under. He's 37.
So, bro, still, he's not the finished article even close to it. To me, I still he has issue with ball control when he's running. Sometimes he runs into like if not show the ball, like we miss the ball. But at the same time, this guy is 20. This guy is 20.
Fan base or fast base. I know you couldn't resist. I don't want to give credit. I don't want to give credit to that guy. That guy is just looking for attention. He's like a baby craving attention every year and this. I don't want to give. I just feel like sorry to coach. I just feel like some section of the fan base are frustrated, and the only person that they could put their frustration on is players like Garnacho, players like Rashford, players like do you think these even Bruno, right? Højlund, do you think these players they deserve this? Because now this criticism is born out of frustration.
Bro, see, me and you are here, and I'm also guilty of it, but my eyes are open. Oh, McTominay, not stop playing. Oh, Rashford, so you should bench Rashford. Oh, this, oh, that. Look at if Rashford doesn't play. McTominay doesn't play. Pelestri is not here. What do you call it? People have gone. But we are we're still regressing. So there's something, I can say, there's something fundamentally wrong. I said this before a long time ago in the culture of the club. And not when I mean the club now, not only leadership, including the fan base. There's something fundamentally wrong. And that's impacting what they call the performance of the team. Honestly, like when you look at imagine Euro. Someone already saying Euro. I saw it on this they don't buy dust. By dust. like, are you serious, man?
Oh my dad.
No joke. No joke. It's like a kid in high school in Canada, US, 17, 18 years old. They're just graduating. They don't even know what they're doing in a university. Do you think of yourself? Go back and say, when I was 18 years, what was I doing?
Yeah, I hear you.
They will say, oh no, they are getting paid big money. Big money does not improve mentality or experience in life. So these kids, where you need, and then they are being in an environment that's basically, imagine being what do you call it? Imagine you have a farm that everything grows is soft, so you throw new seed inside. Even if the seed not grow, you're not going to notice that, Abi. If it grows, then seed grow, because why? Because things are flourishing. Now, if you throw a soil that's not too good, right, where everything they die, right? If you throw seed inside, you'll be you not want to grow. You'll be watering this, but say grow, because now every seed now to you now becomes a problem. But what's the fundamental problem there? Is the soil.
The soil, yeah.
The soil is not fertile.
Yeah.
But you will throw seed to keep blaming the seed to grow now. One seed will try small to, because why? Okay, based on strength, right? Let me just show. It will probably put small leaves, small things, right? You water it, you get up putting water, right? But right, because the soil is it doesn't have the right mineral, it's not nourished, it's not strong enough, right? That plant can never grow to its potential. It might probably grow, but then it stops. We have seen that. I used to think Marshall will win World Best Ballon d'Or. It peaked. Rashford peaked. Everybody they peak. As honestly, that's why Garnacho. I'm not even. It might be his peak, and it's not his fault. It's not his fault.
Or Tess, can we argue for him before we go to Anthony? Can we say, okay, he might have seen how players that have come in one bad season or one poor run of form, the fan base is already jumping at them and they just regress. He's taking a cue from Marcus Rashford right now. He's taking a cue from, he has seen what McTominay went through. He saw what Pogba went through. He saw what Fred, he saw what Martial went through. So it's looking like, okay, this fan base.
Meno is going through it now too.
So he's looking at this fan base, they are quote unquote ingrates. They don't.
See, bro.
It's a case of, if things are not going their way, they look for a scapegoat. So let me just exit now, while I still have value, while people still want me.
Because, bro, the roadmap has shown that once you leave, you tend to do well. Wherever you go. It has, and it's not the players. Like someone said, it's not Rashford, it's not McTominay, it's not Bruno. So that there's no proper foundation. And like you mentioned, we have to either scrap everything and start from scratch, build a culture. And that includes what they call, I don't know how you do it. That's why they say where you have a countries with huge problems are always bigger countries, right? The biggest fan base in the world. It's a blessing and it's a curse.
It's a curse as well.
Right, so it's like everybody has an opinion. Nobody has what they call patience.
I think I think I told you so thing in this fan base is making it sick.
Yes, I told you so. I told you it's not good. I told you it's not good. But it's like, what as in, so if someone thinks that Garnacho tomorrow, 20 years old, we go to another team, will not play well. If they born any United fan, beat your Chelsea, Garnacho, go to Chelsea. If you not be having nightmares, yes, you will. They say no, I don't care. Go to Chelsea. I bet you'll be having nightmares. Sancho, will say, okay, Chelsea now. McTominay is in a team. What do you call it? Is doing things there in Napoli. David Agui is in some group of people like principalities and powers sit down for David Agui head. Yes, you must leave this club. But it's what they call the Fiorentina. They cannot save a penalty. We saved 2 in one match.
So speaking about players that are going out and doing well, what do you think about the goat
himself? Like I think Anthony, I watch that video. He passes the ball right, and the way true football does it right. Pass the ball. I love that video. He's a goat. No, honestly, with Anthony, right?
Players believing their own hype seems to be. Stephanie, I don't think it's a case of players believing their own hype. No. It's a case of we as fans putting 2 players against each other. Players that play for the same. Now, Garnacho is like what Tesh is saying. Sorry, Tesh. Garnacho is a 20-year-old boy. 20-year-old man, because an adult. 20-year-old man, right? Who is seeing the fan base saying, oh, Ahmad is the guy. Get rid of Garnacho. And the guy's like, yo, before Ahmad was
last year,
like, what's happening here? Like, is this how you guys are? You understand? And now it's looking like, okay, Ahmad, how do I win back these guys? Let me see if I can do let me see if I can take some of these things myself.
But bro, to see, I have to agree with you. That Stephanie's small on that.
No, Tess, that is his own problem, because at the end of the day, when you start glory hunting, right, the tax become harder. But if you play as a team,
it's easier. You like the pressure is off.
See Ahmad doesn't glory hunt. When he tries to find somebody, he doesn't go. Ball ricochets back into his part, he scores. When he goes for a press, like the other day, he pressed is it Foster, the Tottenham goalkeeper, and he scored. So it's not really Ahmad is more of team, but he's doing the team, he's playing for the team, and he's getting his accolade. People are like, look at Ahmad. But Ahmad is actually playing, and we hope, like what Stephanie is saying, he doesn't get into his head, he stays immune.
Yes, and there's a bit of that players believing their hype. I think Garnacho, because when you see people's posts, right, Garnacho, we're going through a tough time. Right? I think we lost a match or something. Right? At the end of the year, Ahmad basically, reflecting on the year and say, hope we do better. Garnacho was posting his Postcast award. But I think they told him he took it down. Right? So it's like sometimes they believe their own like Garnacho, you see that what they call that's what you showed now. Garnacho say, man, a good passer. Yeah, Yamalu. Hey, do me like this. So it's like, but you have to understand that, you know what, there are still gaps in my game. I think that's where it comes at what they call the culture, right? How these people actually being cultivated inside the club, right? So, and that's what Imran is coming to what they call bring in. That's why I said, when I say culture, right, it's everybody, fans, owners, everybody, in-house, Glazer, everything, right? We need to change that. And that includes what? Why is Rashford not playing? I'll tell you one thing: Rashford not playing. Amaron probably believes Rashford can play in the 10 or probably the 9. Probably Rashford probably doesn't give what called believes that he shouldn't be running as much. He probably believes that I should be like. But we've seen Rashford when we play, right? It was just like it's true. He will jog, So probably Amaron has seen and say, guy, you can't be doing that. You can't be doing that, right? And Rashford believes I'm bigger than that, not far now. But like, at the end, you're not Cristiano Ronaldo. If you're popping like ghosts, like not, hey my guy, you can stand safe, don't mark anybody. But you can't. So in what's it's a bit of
Tesh, but when you say you're not Cristiano Ronaldo, that defeats the whole argument, because you're saying if you're in the light, if you're in Cristiano Ronaldo's shape, or if you should just do whatever you want.
No,
The manager can give you a leeway.
babe. So what I mean about that is this, right? So Cristiano Ronaldo, right? Then United, we saw it. Ferguson said the gaffer, don't just different. I will never forget one match. As in, what Ronaldo does in that, what they call that this thing right here to the front, bro. Right? Go and look at United against, is it AS Roma? They crossed a ball. Ronaldo was not in the what they call 18 when they crossed that ball, but it was one that scored the goal. He hit his rib when it was with the fast. The ball was not even, they've not crossed. It was still running. Go watch it. It's the full force. He hit his rib because why? His full focus was that goal and that ball. I forgotten the game against Aston Villa. We're struggling 1-1. He took the ball from midfield by himself, ran to score. Against FC Porto, first this thing, 0-0. Second leg, the bullet from almost midfield. So that's what he can do it. So conserve the energy for that shot. Because they know, right? In that front there, right? You are expelling all your energy to make sure the team win.
Mm-hmm.
You're not relaxing to say, okay, give me ball. But if you look around at them in United, as if he gets the ball, it's dribbling with the crowd. So he does his other half like very well. So you know what? Then I can recall when although we lost the game, when Barriga, I think we're playing Barcelona, and they scored us. What did you say? You stand like you said, say Ronaldo, because you believe that this guy can do it because he has proved it. Can you say that about Rashford? No, he cannot.
And, but the thing is, I don't want to even go deep because I just want the whole Rashford thing to end. I feel like for us to get better now, right? It has to go down. The cards has to be crumbling down, and we have to now start sorting out, okay, which we keep, which is good for recycle, which is good for the garbage and all of that, right? We'd have to bring it down. The only thing I didn't like about the whole Rashford thing is you brought your foot out too early, bro. You just
he's played his card too fast.
Yeah, you brought your foot out too early, and that's where I'm thinking this first part of this statement, like affects him because the window has not opened yet. You're already bringing your legs out too early, thinking, okay, your brother is already, who is your agent, is already doing all the talk to club and all of that. So you're already believing your own self, like, okay, once the window open, somebody will come in for me and I'll be gone. But now I'm reading reports earlier today from, I think it's Chris Wheeler, that says Marcus Rashford has no issue with Ruben Amorim and is ready to give 100% for the team. Bro, we've been hearing this thing over. Against Ragnick, the same thing. He will give 100% for the team. Ten Hag, he will give 100% for the team.
Student of the
game. So for me, it's not like you said, Tesh. It's not about the player. Maybe it's the environment. And I said it again for Sancho. I said maybe the environment is not what these guys need. Maybe the environment is not what these guys need. Also, they have to take accountability for their own action. They have to hold themselves accountable for issues that has not gone their way. And even the ones that go their way, when they sing their praises, yeah, they take it. So I feel like I just feel like these guys right now, where they at, there's so many circumstances that are influencing their decision or they're influencing their game play. Right? Garnacho. But Tesh, 2 weeks before we go, 2 weeks to the end, till this window is shut. It looks like Garnacho, I don't think Rashford will leave. Also, I don't think Rashford will play a lot of games if he stays. And he has to go in the summer. If not, he won't make the England. I don't think he will make the England team for the World Cup, right? So 2 weeks to the end of the window, put Rashford aside, is question mark over him. Garnacho looks like 60-40. He's leaving. Anthony is gone. What do you think? Do you think Anthony will do well at Betis? Because every player that leaves United tends to do well.
You see, again, it's not like I mentioned, right? Is the land. The land is not fertile at United. Again, it might go to a fairly fertile land. With just small, probably
push.
Small push, small manure. You know, it can.
So, but three attackers looking like three attackers out the door.
Yeah.
We only have one left wing back that they're looking to bring in, which, in my opinion, it's a case of 30-70 that it won't happen. 70-30 won't happen.
See, I'll tell you one thing. Ineos, they already have who they want to buy. I can guarantee you that, bro. They already know who they're buying. See,
they're just waiting for these guys to move.
Ineos waiting for the last minute. They already know who they're buying. They already know. Ineos is not. They don't want to do. I don't think they want to do big money signings. They already know who they're buying. They already know who they're buying. Like, you see them, they keep quiet. They already know. So then, like, you guys should just go. See, if Ineos, look at this one. Shift Anthony 200k. Now probably they'll pay half 100k, right?
Yeah.
Garnacho money is not even big, son. So we just get like small money inside. Rashford will pay half. Right? We'll pay 150. They say they're not get Casemiro out, bro. If you calculate that right, they'll probably say in a week, you're looking at what they call 100 plus 150. That's 250 plus 300. What they call 50. That's what they call that's three. That's basically 600. So you're basically saving 600 this in a week. You can bring in anybody you want to bring in at that point. Sure. Okay, you 50k or 2 yes, 50k.
Like that, I heard that they're looking at Richard Rios guy, the midfielder from.
So you bring those guys in, and now those guys. Well, that's what IMAX system is key for one thing. That's why I probably think they might trust him this much. His system is key for what they call energy. Energy and skill, right? So they're thinking, you know what? If we can phase these guys out, get this because if they can do all that, right, they will basically drop the what they call and they know for sure if Rashford is going on loan, meaning say next season, you know, they come back, you stay where you did, wherever you did, you figure your shit out there, right? And Rashford is going. Anthony, my guy, just figure something out there. So you know,
but the report says Anthony's own. There's no option. There's no buy clause. It's just loan deal. Come back and they get. You know.
See, okay. I want to tell you, do you think they're reviewing Anthony's case again? They've seen the full case. They're not reviewing Anthony's case.
No, but what if he goes there and he actually performs? It's just the spark he needed, and comes back and replicates that form.
Ineos will be happy. See, you perform, brother. Please just go like that. You perform. Your value is high. At least you've given yourself what they call a decent value. We cannot say you.
Stephanie is saying United.
Jerry, go ahead.
Stephanie is saying United have been a cup team for 12 years now. 12 years now, capable of beating everyone on their day, but in the Premier League, consistently inconsistent, especially at Old Trafford. Can we ask to play our remaining games away from home? That might not even solve the case. That might not solve the case.
Probably it might give them like, okay, I'm going to away. Ninja, once you can win. I come home, you're on TV. Oh, probably it'll beat you. So again, Stephanie might have a point. But for me, to like Ineos, I think they already know what they're doing. They already know what they're getting. I think they already have a plan, right? Because if they don't have a plan, bro, they'll be panicking. If I'm the owner if I'm Ineos, right, I don't have a plan. Let me see. Amaram, I don't know whether you will stay rich. This is because you're panicking. Amaram is telling you, I'm not changing this formation. No, he's telling you, like, I'm not. And he's telling you,
yeah, I'm not. Meaning, I'm not playing to suit anybody. I'm not going to be the one to work. Let's see how you can, like what they did to Ten Hag. Let's see how you can make these guys work with what you have. I am not working with what I have. If they're not fitting, you better get them out.
If I will see play Dalo right back, left wing back, and that one wing back, they go load dust. Except you won't go relegation. So you better buy your one back. I'm not changing. Except my brother, pack my Okpu, give me make the move.
Just give my severance, like, because I told you guys I wanted to come in the summer, but that's true. He said I wanted to come in the summer. I think I have it here. I wanted to come in the summer. You guys said no, come now. It's now or never. So coming now or never, what does that mean? Means that I'm telling you what I'm telling you now. You better pay attention to it.
Bro, except Ineos already say, you know what, forget it. We'll get what happened. Because if Ineos see, I believe
Ineos have written this season out.
Yes, I believe Omar Berada, what do you call it? Ineos, because I believe they are what do you call it? That's smart men. Because for me, that basic thing, as I can reason it. So I believe when they are there, they should be able to reason it. Are we? Because they are CEOs, they are men in top position. I'm bringing a man that plays 3-4, what do you call it? 4-2-1.
3-4-3, 3-4-2-1, whatever it is.
Yeah. To come and to a team that plays 4-4-2.
Counter-attacking.
And tell him to not do Harry Potter to change it overnight. So I already know, but I already know, man, it will not work. So let me use this period of him coming in to just recorrect this thing. So next year we start from fresh. So to me, that's what I'm just saying, okay, you know what? Because I believe they're smart men. I believe they're smart men. Like before a coach tells you, no, I want to stay. You say, no, don't stay. Don't worry about what happened now. Don't worry, forget all this thing that we will lose. It's fine. Probably didn't think we go reach this like this, but we lose. We'll lose. It's fine, right? We'll lose. It's fine, right? So it probably they've given him that right reassurance because again, when it was what it called Sporting, they said they lost. They lost until what it called.
I was gonna say this. We missed Lisha versus Brighton. I was gonna say this, but I know Lisha has been taking a lot of whip recently.
Lisha has been.
But I agree with Stephanie right here. We missed him against Brighton because those passes he does, those line breaking passes from the back.
Okay, bro. I'll touch your question. Lisha not play against Southampton.
No, but we won. They would say we won that game in the second half.
This guy. Bro. What I'm bringing our mind to, right?
It's not just one game.
It's not the one man. It's the team. It's not the one man. It's the team.
One man can't do it all.
So we'll say, see, Rasmus played. Sorry, Zexis played well in Southampton. Let's start him against Brighton. It's not one man. Zexis is not playing that.
Do you think Rasmus would have started? Because that's what I looked at that. I'm like, no, Zexis should have still come out from the bench. He will put fire in his belly. Let him read the game.
I agree with you.
But this question that she's asking, this rotating three at the back, is it more? I don't. It's just delete. They just move to the right side of the center of the.
You know what? She might have a point here because I know they moved Euro to what they call left instead of probably because they were scared. If that guy, all guys say Euro take that guy, babe, against Southampton. So probably they're scared to kind of Euro. And already play left because tomorrow we show my life.
Tesh, so answer this question. I think you've already touched on it before. Stephanie, I feel like it's a case of like what Tesh was saying. The manager wanted to come at the end of the season. People said no, it's now or never. And he was like, okay, I will come. And they were like, you know what? It's now or never. We know that things might go wrong. Maybe not to this extent. They didn't envisage this. But we know that whatever happens between now and the end of the season, we use it as quote and unquote preseason. So most people will not like me for saying this. Preseason, right? To fine tune. So the man is actually trying to, okay, let me rotate, let me see, and also trying as much as possible to limit amount fatigue and injury that he could have to his team. Because we know what injury did last season. It wouldn't make sense if he has a lot of players injured. Therefore, means all his plan will just go into the garbage. Mm-hmm. So maybe it's a case, Stephanie. Maybe it's a case of root. I know it might pose a problem, right? But if you rotate a back, if you're rotating a back four, it means that your right and your left fullback would basically almost stay the same, or your center, because you have to have some sort of consistency in that back, right? So I don't think it's more. I think it's more of the manager just trying to who fits this system. Now we are still in the experimental phase, because when we get it, once it click, whoever. And I think he's showing you, he's passing a message to the board as well and saying, look at what we have. Look at all we have. This is all we have. I have moved, I have changed, I have tweaked, I have, but there's still something lacking there. So the board is like, what the church is saying, okay, we already know, we already envisaged this is, the case of, they say, what's the worst case scenario? Maybe they already envisaged this worst case scenario. They've already allocated they already even sought therapies for this particular time, just in case it gets to this level. they go see a therapist for themselves and all of that, right? So maybe, but like I'm saying, Tej, before, because we're running up now, 2 weeks to the end of the window, you believe Ineos would get somebody in? Or two? Because one might not be enough.
See, honestly, I believe we'll probably get 2. Because if we be like this, I mean, see, Ineos already said, you know what, bad is bad, we'll not go relegation. Probably we'll come at 16th. Probably they've already allowed that. So it's talking about 16th. So for me, though, I believe we should get to 1 or 2. Also, notice, bro, though, notice one thing, though. Cameron, there's a lot of stuff going on. They sacked out the director of football, though. So there's a lot going on in that club. Yeah, that's one. So you can't really, as in, so honestly for me, like they
sack director of football, fans have been like they sound like who they are drunk, they don't know where they are going. It's one player or the other, flogging this, comparing Garnacho, Ahmad, Rasmus, he's calling names.
And you see key problems because sometimes, right, we are it said because the Bible will say we walk by faith and not by sight. The fans walk by sight because that's what they see. They walk by what they're seeing now. But the politics behind it's difficult to comprehend that. And people, the oversight of leadership on people, employees, right? It is huge. People don't. That drives the culture of what called the team. It sets the standard. Because the team going to play to Liverpool basically now their own pride. Going to play, everybody they watch us, so my pride kicks in. The team going to what called Southampton. Okay, I'll just go do my 100%. Right. So again, the leaders of the team said it on. There's too many things that probably goes on United. The team is struggling what they call with financial fair play. The team basically, you got a director of football is actually fired. You had a manager basically that they kept and let him go probably less than what they call 2 and 3 months later. What does that tell you? If you look at an organization like that, right, if not in a company, right, the turnover rate from an employee perspective will be very high. The reason these guys are here because they have contract is big. We just manage the toxicity and then collect our what they call our pay at the end of the week.
Have a good night. Have a good night, Stephanie. Big up yourself.
Big up, Stephanie.
Where
is Sir GB? It's been a while.
I think he it was on Mac's show the other day. Yeah, guys. Yeah, I know we didn't plan to go this long, but Tesh, it's. Do you think the pain will continue? Do you think it's a case of this pain has to linger for a while before? But one thing I know for sure, the dark doesn't stay for long. It doesn't stay forever.
Well, the dark doesn't stay for long, but again, you have to strategically get it out of the dark. If not, you'll be in the dark for long.
Okay, but do you see any hope in?
See, honestly, Ryan, I see hope. The only hope I see, same hope I saw under what they called Ten Hag, and I'll say it again. This guy was basically good at Ajax. The only hope I see basically,
Amorim
is a good coach, which he has proved, regardless of what they call league. We think we are so good. We talk down different leagues. Slot.com and one carry because he came to an environment that's smooth. It came to a Garden of Eden, soft greens everywhere. Amorim came to what they call a desert. He cannot do miracles now.
No water in sight.
No water in sight. So basically, you have to now basically start digging. You see how is it Saudi? How they're basically now they're trying to what they call turn their desert into green, so they can try to make so plants can grow in the desert, things like that. I forgot the place. I saw a video, right? The same thing you have to do at United. We create that culture, that soil, everything from start. As leadership, Ineos and Glazers, whosoever they are, they have to do it. Now, will they do it? I don't know.
Will they do it? It's a question that we have no answer for. Tesh, we play Rangers on Thursday. Maybe tomorrow or next, we might just do a preview to that game if time permits us. But guys, thank you so much. The 5-6 persons that we're on here, thank you so much for joining us. Big up to you, Stephanie. Always showing us the love and support. Thank you, Luwan, as well. Luwan, I saw Luwan a while ago. Thank you so much, guys. It's just Tesh and I just telling you how we feel and what we think. For me, I feel like against Fulham, we just have to bounce back. We are going away. It's an away game, so there's a hope right there. There's a hope, according to what
Yes.
Stephanie said. Maybe our
To
away
play
game,
away.
yeah. So there's a hope right there, and we might just end up coming up with the 3 points, guys. It's been a wonderful time with you guys here. Tesh, any final words before we end the stream?
No. We are united. We need to have, as for me, patience although on the what called on the younger players. Regardless, right? For me, I feel like regardless of what happens, we still remain united. The problem is not the players. The problem is not the manager.
It's the
The
environment.
problem is the leadership and the environment created, and also the culture. That culture includes us as fans. How we react to things.
All right, guys. It's peace and good night from Tesh and I. Bye for now.